ladies, and a huge welcome back to Stace Does Travel, and welcome to day 3 of my Rome trip, my final day. So today's plans, I have got a tour of the Colosseum and the Roman Forum at 11:30. It's currently, I think, about 9:30, so I'm just going to chill out in the room for a bit. And then later on this afternoon, I think at 3, I have got an audio guide of the Pantheon. So a really exciting day ahead, and I'm very, very happy to say the sun is out. If you've seen days 1 and 2, you know I've had some pretty miserable weather. It basically hasn't really stopped raining the entire time, and when it has stopped raining, it's been freezing cold. So there is currently a blue sky, so I'm keeping my fingers crossed that that does stick around. The weather forecast does say it's going to be sunny and 22 degrees, so fingers crossed that that is actually correct, because your girl needs a bit of sunshine. But yeah, I'm really excited for today though. This is the day I've probably been looking forward to the most since I arrived. And yeah, I just can't wait to see the Colosseum inside. Like, seeing it from outside is obviously incredible, but to have a tour inside is just going to be out of this world. Like, I'm literally so excited. If I get a chance as well, I'm going to try and pop to the Trevi Fountain. It was insanely busy when I popped by on Friday, so if I do get a chance I will do that today as well. I do have some time between the Colosseum and the Pantheon. I think I've got about an hour and a half, so I might just swing by and see if I can get up close and personal, which is quite hard these days because they've got like a new queuing system in place, which wasn't here last time I came. Last time it was like a free-for-all and you could just get there, but now you have to queue to like get close, which I do agree with because it is like the Hunger Games. But when I went on Friday, I had no idea where the queue started because it was still like the Hunger Games. And yeah, whether we go to the Trevi Fountain or not is TBD, to be determined. But I would really like to go, and if I do have chance, I will go and see what the queue is looking like. I don't know how close it is to the Pantheon. Hopefully close, so I can just swing by. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to today. I am also going to be checking out of Hotel Windrose, and I really can't fault it. It has been a really nice base for me, and especially as a solo traveller, like, it's important that you find a hotel that you feel comfortable in, and I can't fault them. I really, really can't. Like, the room is fabulous, it's really spacious, it's got everything you could possibly need, the bathroom was great. And yeah, I've just felt really comfortable and safe here, so that's really good. The staff have all been friendly. I've encountered one of them. The guy who checked me in was honestly lovely. He was like, oh, you need to pay the city tax, and I'm used to city tax because I go to Paris a lot. And I was like, yeah, no problem. And he was like, I really don't want to charge you city tax. And I was like, no, it's fine. I said, I'm used to it. I travel to Europe a lot, so, you know, no bother. And he was like, I don't agree with it. He was like, I really, really don't want to do this for you. And I was like, well, don't then. But it was €12 for the city tax, which is fine. It's no bother to me. Like I say, I pay it all the time in Paris when I'm off site, so because the on-site hotels normally have it included in the fare. But yeah, he was really nice, and it's just been great. I have just been for breakfast. That is the first time I've been for breakfast. Well, first time, I've only been here 2 days, but I didn't get a chance yesterday because breakfast starts at 7:30 and my train was at 7:40, so unfortunately I wasn't around for breakfast yesterday. But I have just had a really, really good fill down there. There's not a lot of options, but all of it was so good. So there's like colds, cheeses and meats. There's loads and loads and loads of different pastries. Oh my god, I had like 5 of them. I feel so sick now. There was coffee, there was juice, there was hot water for tea, there was yogurts, there was fruit, there was a juice machine. I think I said about juice just now, didn't I? Oh, so I had orange juice, and it came out like red, like really red, so I can only assume it's blood orange, but it was really lovely. It was probably a bit more like tart than a normal orange juice, but it was really nice and I really enjoyed it. And then they also had some breads and a toaster, so I think I had 2 plates of food, and if I hadn't had so many pastries I probably could have gone for a third, but whew, I feel thoroughly sick now, which is good because I needed a good fill today. Because my plan is, because I've had a good breakfast now, I've got some snacks in my bag, so I've got like a pack of mini cheddars and a pack of mini cookies, just because when I'm solo traveling I do try and keep costs down a little bit by bringing snacks with me. So I've got those to probably have around lunchtime if I get hungry, and then I'm going to try and have an early dinner, probably about 4:30, 5 o'clock, so I don't really want to have a big heavy lunch if I'm going to have an early dinner before I go to the airport. So that is the plan. I do need to get gelato at some point today as well. I've got too much to squeeze in. I think I might actually I was going to chill for half an hour, but I might have to head out now just to squeeze all these things in. Second breakfast of gelato, anyone? But yeah, I'm just gonna pack up the room. I haven't got too much to do, to be fair. I didn't bring too much with me, so I just need to pack up the room and drop my bag in the luggage storage and then head out for the day and go see the Colosseum. I'm so excited. I feel like my mood has shifted so much just because the sun is out. Honestly, like the rain really got me down the last 2 days. If you've seen those 2 days of vlogs, you will know I was like, I'm so unhappy it's raining. But the sun is out today. Like, I'm gonna show you. Come with me. Let me show you. Look at it! Blue skies and sunshines. Blue skies and sunshines. How lush is that? It's not even a cloud in the sky. Hello, hello. I am on my way to the Colosseum. My mobile data has completely disappeared, completely died. Don't know why. I've tried my eSIM and my actual SIM card. Neither of them are working. But luckily, because I loaded maps up this morning, it's still like active, so I can see where I am. I can see where the Colosseum is, so I'm literally just scooting through all the side streets. I've had to turn left and right like a million times because I have no idea where I'm going. But I will get there eventually. I think I'm probably about maybe 10 minutes away. I don't really know. I'm down some dodgy looking side street. But I'm going to make it there. I'm determined. And I mean, it's kind of big, so I kind of can't miss it. So as soon as I get close enough, I should be able to see it in theory. I think I'm going to cross this little road here and go down this way and hope that I'm going the right way. I honestly have no idea. I will get my phone back out in a second and check, but I just thought I'd update you that I'm en route. Hopefully going the right way. It's an adventure. Also, I checked my bloody flight this morning to check everything was still on time, and it's already 10 minutes delayed, 12 hours before. So that doesn't exactly fill me with hope that the flight is going to take off in time. It's already a very late flight, so it's at 10 PM, which is obviously very late. It's now delayed until, I think it's like 10 past 10. And obviously I have no mobile data to check it now, so whether it gets delayed further, whether it gets, hopefully not, cancelled, we shall see. But it's not filling me with a lot of hope right now, but we'll figure it out. We always do. It'll be fine. But yes, en route to the Colosseum. I have exactly an hour before my tour starts, but they do ask you to be there 20 minutes before. So I've got 40 minutes to get to where the tour starts. So I'm probably going to have a little wander around the Colosseum, maybe try and find a bathroom somewhere, just because I don't know if there's a bathroom inside the Colosseum. I don't know what the crack is. And then I go on my tour, which I'm really looking forward to. I'm really hoping it's going to be really, really good. Like really, really, really good. Because the weather is stunning. I'm too hot in my denim jacket. Like, it's 10:30 in the morning and I'm too hot. So probably going to be carrying that later on, but that's fine. Yeah, it's a beautiful day in Rome, and I'm really happy that the sun's out. It's put me in a much better mood than the last 2 days. So really looking forward to just getting to the Colosseum, getting to my tour and just seeing everything. I'm so excited. I'm very happy to report that I made it. All in one piece, all on my own with no mobile data. I'm just sat just where my tour is meeting because by some way, shape or form I managed to stumble across it as I was making my way to the Colosseum. So I had no idea where I actually had to go for the tour, but I just made my way to the Colosseum, turned the corner, and it was literally the meeting place for my tour. And I was like, someone out there is looking after me today. It is honestly so hot. I'm not complaining. Don't worry, I'm not complaining. I am going to be taking my jacket off after this. It's just I've had this camera inside of it, so I just need to talk to you and then put you away because you can no longer be in my pocket. But it is lovely and warm today. I just went and spoke to the people who like organised the tour just because I needed the bathroom. They very kindly directed me to the cafe across the road and just said if you go buy something, they'll let you use the bathroom. So I went to the till and said, what's the cheapest thing you will sell me so I can use your bathroom? And the guy was like, lollipop, 60 cents. And I was like, that'll do. So I've literally paid 60 cents for like a little Chupa Chup lollipop that I might actually have later. I haven't had one in years. Their bathrooms were disgusting. I found every single public bathroom I have used so far has been disgusting. There's no toilet roll in any of them. Most of the sinks don't work. There's no like hand soap or anything. It's rank, I'm not gonna lie. So my biggest tip would be bring some tissues with you. Bring some hand sanitizer with you. I've been through like half a bottle of hand sanitizer this trip because everywhere's gross. But it's a big city, I mean, what do you expect? So yes, I'm all refreshed. I've just had some water, I've emptied my bladder, and I've now got 10 minutes until I need to go and meet the tour guide and get my earpiece and all that fun stuff. So I'm just sitting down near the Colosseum and just chilling out, which is quite nice actually. I'm quite enjoying the sunshine. Kind of thinking maybe I should have put some sun cream on though. I did bring a little bottle of sun cream with me. I don't have it on me right now, it's in my bag in the hotel, which is really helpful. But I didn't even cross my mind this morning after I was going, it's so sunny, it's so sunny, it's so sunny. Didn't occur to me to put some sun cream on, so if I'm looking a bit red later on, just look past it. I burn like anything, like I literally only have to look at the sun and I burn, so I see some sunburn in my future, but that is okay. At least then I'll come back from holiday looking like I've actually been on holiday. But no, I'm really looking forward to this tour now. I'm literally just chilling out and sitting here and just enjoying the sunshine. But yeah, I'm gonna get going in a bit. And of course I shall take you with me for the ride. Such a beautiful day to be alive. Although a very busy day. It is absolutely rammed, like up here and downstairs, absolutely rammed with people. But it's beautiful, and the sun's out, which we love. It's literally people everywhere. Like, so insanely busy. But hopefully a guided tour will help avoid the busyness. It's just so stunning, can't get over it. Just like that, I'm all done with my tour of the Roma Forum and the Colosseum. It ran over by about 45 minutes, which I was very happy about, but a little bit stressed because I am now doing rather a quick walk to the Pantheon. But I was happy because we queued for probably about half an hour to get into the Roma Forum, and the guide was like, this is really abnormal, it's not normally this busy, and I was like, I'm not spending a quarter of my time on this tour queuing to get into somewhere, I'm just not doing it. So luckily she must have seen most of our faces, and she did, like I say, she did a really good tour and she went on 45 minutes late, which was great. But now I am trying really hard to manoeuvre the streets of Rome around all of the thousands, probably millions of people who are in the street right now, and get to the Pantheon. And I've got about 15 minutes to get there, and I don't know where it is because my data still isn't working. I did manage to get on some Wi-Fi in the Roma Forum for about 5 minutes just to check it with my dad because he's currently at my house checking on the cats. So I checked in with him really quickly. But yeah, my data is completely dead, it's really annoying. Basically, I think what I've done is probably run out of data on my eSIM, which is why that's not working. And then EE have just been useless. They say to send them a text, and the text doesn't send. So it's really good, but it's fine. It's only a couple more hours, I'm going to be without data. I can do it, I'm a big girl. Big girl. So yes, just hot tailing it to the Pantheon right now. The tour was really good though, I really enjoyed it. The tour guide was very knowledgeable. Her English wasn't the best, but she tried. She was really good, really informative, really lovely, which was nice. So that was really good, and it was incredible to see the Colosseum. Honestly, incredible. Like one of those places that you just got to see like once in your life, for sure. Really glad we got to do that. I took a few nice photos in there. I did try and take some selfies, but it's kind of hard to take selfies in a place that's as crowded as the Colosseum, but I did try. Maybe I'll pop a few in here for you if they turned out alright. I would check, but my phone's currently on 12%, so I'm going to charge it once I'm done talking to you, so I have some juice for the Pantheon. But I assume I'm going in the right direction. When I looked on the map, it said basically one straight line from the Colosseum, so I guess we'll find out. But yeah, tour was really good, really enjoyed that. I've got an audio guide of the Pantheon now, so I will, if I can, if I'm allowed, film bits in there for you, and I'll let you know how it is afterwards. Pantheon for probably all of 10 minutes. My audio guide did not work. So, you know how I was like rushing to get there anyway? It said to get there 15 minutes before your like time starts. So my thing was at 3, so it said to be there by 2:45. I got there probably about 10 to 3, like proper like huffing and puffing after like power walking. No sign of the guide. Literally no one there from I think at Crown Tours, I think the company is. So I asked someone else and just said, am I in the right place for this? And he said, oh yeah, she's gone, she'll be back in 5 minutes. So I was like, okay, fine. About 3:05 she showed up, and I was already a bit at that point. So I thought, right, I'll give him benefit of the doubt. And she's like, I'm so sorry, it's just me working today, it's so busy. And I was like, don't worry about it, it's all good. So she takes me down, we get in the line, and she goes, have you got the app? And I said, what app? She said, the app for the audio guide. I said, I don't know what you're talking about, so no. And she was like, oh, you need to download an app. And I was like, well, I don't have any internet, so my data's not working. So she did let me use like her hotspot to download the app. So I downloaded the app, downloaded like the audio guide, got inside after she'd left me, plugged my headphones in, didn't work. I restarted the app, I restarted my phone, I literally did this about 3 or 4 times, and in the end I gave up because I was like, it's not happening. What a waste of money. Yes, I got to go inside, I had a look around, I filmed a bit for you guys, and then I left. So it just felt like a bit of a waste of money. I will be letting like the company know that the audio guide doesn't work. I don't know if they've had this problem before, whether I'm just very unlucky, but yeah, because it said it would work offline. It literally said download blah 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 will also work offline. So I thought, great, it won't matter if I've got no internet, but clearly it does. But it is what it is. So I thought then I'd go and get gelato. That was a mistake. I just had the gelato, wasn't that good. €15. And it was that thing where it's already scooped and in your hand, so you can't really say no. The last time I was here I paid, I think it was €5, basically the same thing. So I wasn't very impressed with that. If it was nicer I wouldn't have begrudged it, but I've had a bit of better bloody Mr. Whippies, honestly. But it is what it is, lesson learned. Don't buy gelato by the Pantheon, just don't do it. That's my tip from me to you. Don't buy gelato by the Pantheon, because they'll rob you blind, because they can. But it is what it is. But yeah, now that I'm very much ahead of schedule, I was supposed to still be in the Pantheon right now, I'm going to head over to the Trevi Fountain. And I'm just going to get in the queue, providing it's not miles and miles and miles long. And I'm going to go throw a coin in, because why not? And then it'll probably be about time to go back to the hotel. and then I should hopefully have time for a little carbonara. I'm just going to pop to the restaurant across the road from the hotel and literally just be like, how quickly can you make me a carbonara so I can get my train? So hopefully they say very quickly, Stacey, and I say thank you very much. So yes, that's the plan now. We're heading to the Trevi Fountain. Hopefully it won't be too chaotic there, but yeah, what a disaster. That was a big mistake. Honestly, the Trevi Fountain today, anxiety inducing. I literally couldn't breathe. It was like, imagine the most packed, sweaty nightclub you've ever been in. Multiply that by 1,000. That was honestly hell. I literally got there and I was like, oh, pretty. And then I sort of looked ahead of me and went, oh my God, where do I go? So I literally just followed the person in front of me. And it was like everyone was like shoulder to shoulder. Everyone was touching every side of each other. Honestly, hell. I tried to look where the queue started. Couldn't tell you. I saw one security guy, but he was probably about 5 people deep away from me, so I couldn't even ask him. So I decided I'm calling it a day. I'm done with Rome. I'm all roamed out. I'm all peopled out. I'm all touristed out. I've had enough. So I'm going back to the hotel. It's currently about 4 o'clock. My train's not till 6:20, but that gives me enough time to get there, have some dinner and get to the train station. And then I'm going home because I'm all roamed out. I've just had enough. It's not been the weekend I wanted it to be, and that's okay. Sometimes, you know, these things don't go to plan and stuff happens, but I'm ready to go home. I never like to come away from a holiday feeling like this, but I'm ready to get back home to the UK, where it's probably cold and wet, but I don't care. I will take cold and wet UK around now over sunny Rome because I've had enough, quite frankly. But there were some good things about this holiday. I will have like a debrief with you guys either later today or when I'm home tomorrow. But yeah, for now, I'm heading on out. Rome, you've been an experience. Got my carbonara. I even have a last frying pan. Looks amazing. Hello from Rome Airport. What an hour or so I've just had. Honestly, I was at the train station like mega early, just purely because I didn't know what to do with myself and I had 2 heavy bags, so I just thought I'll just go sit in the train station. And about 20 minutes before I got up and went to look at the departure board, and there was no platform for my train, so I thought, okay, I'll scan my ticket and I'll go through and I'll wait like on the platforms because it's all like one long thing, so you can just walk along. 10 minutes before the departure, no platform. 5 minutes before the departure, no platform. And then about 2 minutes before departure, it popped up. And when I tell you, about, I don't know, a couple of hundred people ran to this platform, I was like, oh my God, I'm not going to be able to sit down on this train. But luckily, I think they must just sell enough tickets for seats because everyone managed to sit down by the looks of it. But it's pretty stressful. I don't know why they do that. Like, I was just like, if there wasn't so many people around me with suitcases, I would have panicked. But because I saw loads of people with suitcases, I thought, they're going to the airport. So it was fine, but it was just stress I could have done without, you know. I was just like, why are you doing this to me? Like, I've had enough stress in this holiday, so that was that. And then I finally managed to get on Wi-Fi in the station as well, and it said my flight was like 10 minutes delayed, and I was like, whatever. And then when I arrived at the airport and jumped onto the airport Wi-Fi, my flight is now delayed by, I think it's about 1 hour and 15 minutes. I am now 4 hours early for my flight. It is 7:30. My flight now takes off, I think it's at 11:10. By the looks of it, the last flight from the airport tonight is at 11:30. So if it gets delayed much further, they're probably going to cancel it. So we'll see. I am keeping an eye on the outbound flight. There is a flight from Bristol to Rome. That is the same plane I'll be getting on, and currently it does say, I think it should be leaving in the next 15 minutes. So providing that all goes well, I should get home tonight. If not, I'll be staying another night in Rome. We'll see. At this point, I don't know whether I'd prefer for it to be cancelled, just because I'm exhausted. I'm not going to land now until 1 AM. I then have to walk to get to my car, then have to drive my car for 1 hour and 1/4 home, and then the cats will probably be excited to see me and they'll keep me up, but it is what it is. But I am at the airport, I'm safe and sound, and I suppose that's the main thing. I have just changed my t-shirt because I've been sweating today. It was so hot, which was lovely, but whew, I was very warm, so I'm quite glad I packed a different t-shirt to change into because I feel a bit fresher now. I've just been to the toilet and had a little bit of a cry because I'm overwhelmed. And now I am just sat in Terminal 1 by the E gates because it says the flight is going to depart from the E gates, so I'm just sat for the next 3.5 hours. But what I am going to do is probably just edit and proofwatch all of the vlogs. Day 1's already done. I edited day 2, I think it was on the train to the airport maybe, because it's only a short one. So I'm probably going to proofwatch that, edit day 3, proofwatch day 3, and then hopefully by the time I've done all of that, it'll be time to get on the plane. I'm not feeling optimistic, but we shall see. This also may be the last time you hear from me today because I am exhausted and quite frankly a little bit overwhelmed. We love a bit of airport stress. But yeah, this may be the last time you hear from me today. I might chat to you again if I get bored, who knows. But if it is the last time you hear from me, I will either catch up with you tomorrow when I'm back at home, because I've got the day off work tomorrow, thank God, because I'm going to need it now. I'm not going to get into like 3. So yeah, either tomorrow or if I'm knackered later in the week. But it doesn't really matter for you because you're going to watch it at the same time, whether I film it tomorrow, tonight, next week, you'll still watch it all in one vlog. So that's me and my ramble. But yes, sitting at the airport for the next 4 hours. It's going to be fun, I can't wait. So hopefully I will either catch you later or I will catch you tomorrow. Hello from a few days later. I did indeed stop filming at the airport purely because I was stressed out because our flight ended up being 3.5 hours delayed. It was a very, very long evening. So our flight was supposed to take off at, I think it was 21:55. We did end up taking off at about 1:30 in the morning. It was great. 10 out of 10, would recommend. Yeah, it was a rough evening, I'm not gonna lie. It just kept getting later and later and later and later, and I was like, this flight, like, it can't take off at this point, surely. But no, they kept us waiting, and we did get home in one piece, which I was grateful for. I was grateful to get home that day, or well, early hours next day, but I was just like, this is insane to have a flight take off at 1:30 in the morning, but it is what it is. I did survive. I met 2 really lovely girls in the airport as well. EasyJet sent me a like refreshment voucher for the delay. So I just went to like the coffee shop and got myself a sandwich, and as I was in the queue, tried to explain to the woman behind the desk that I had this voucher, and she was a bit confused. Someone behind me was like, oh, have you been done over by the Bristol flight too? And I was like, oh yeah. So we got chatting for a bit, and then I was like, is it alright if I stick with you guys, just because if the flight gets cancelled, I'd really like to have somebody in the same situation. And she was like, oh yeah, that's absolutely fine. She was like, it's me and my sister, so you know, that's no problem. So I stuck around with them for the evening, and they were really lovely, and we had a really good chat. So it was nice to have a bit of company as well for the, I think, 7 hours I ended up being in Rome airport. But it is what it is. I got home safely and in one piece. We were all hoping for some compensation as well, because Rome is over 1,500 kilometres. If you are more than 3 hours delayed landing, then you get £350. We were 2 hours and 55 minutes delayed landing. That pilot put his foot down good and proper. Honestly, when we were landing, I was like, oh my God, because he was going so fast. But it is what it is. Like, I got home in one piece, and that is the main thing, that we got home safe and sound. Even if it was a massive inconvenience and has absolutely destroyed me this week. So I actually arrived home early hours Monday morning. I had Monday off work, thank God. I already had it booked off because I got home at 5 a.m. And it's now Saturday and I'm still feeling it. Like I'm just knackered, like my body's tired, my mind is tired. I think like the anxiety coming down is just like, whew. But I'm hoping a nice chilled weekend now, and I'll be right as rain next week. But yeah, I'm still feeling it, but yeah. That was the flight delay. It is what it is. Like, can't be helped. Well, probably could have been helped. Well, it can't really be helped. But the pilot actually explained to us what happened. So he said the previous aircraft coming from Bristol to Rome had a flat tyre on the landing gear. So they had to change that. And in order to do that, they have to lift up the whole plane, which obviously quite heavy. And they have to use these massive jacks like you'd use in a car. And the first one they used broke. So they had to get a second one, and in the process of getting the second one, there was an engineering shift change. So all of the engineers taking care of that aircraft had to go off, finish their shift, do a handover for the new crew. The new crew then had to come and finish the job and do even more safety checks because they didn't start the job. So it was just like a bit of a snowball effect, but it is what it is. Like I say, I did get home very, very late, but I got home safe and sound, and that is the main thing in all of this. So yeah, that was that. But overall, it was a good trip, and I am glad that I went. Obviously, if you've seen days 1, 2, and 3, you will have known I've had a lot of emotions during this trip. I've had a lot of anxiety, I've had a lot of stress. It's not been what I wanted it to be, and that is okay. Sometimes, you know, trips don't go to plan and things happen, and that can't be helped. But that is the reality of travelling. Sometimes things don't go to plan. Sometimes things go wrong and you feel disappointed or you feel stressed. Like, I wish every holiday could be perfect. I really do. Like, some trips I come away from and I'm like, oh, that was just the best time ever. And then some of them you do come away from and you're a bit like, oh God, I'm really glad to be going home. But yeah, and I hope through these vlogs you have seen the good, the bad and the ugly, because that is what I try and portray through these vlogs, is that not everything is going to be perfect. You're always going to get brutal honesty from me. I am never going to say, I'm having a great time, this is amazing, if it's not, because that's just not who I am. I'm the same on my Instagram. I'm always brutally honest about everything. So I really do hope that I've got that across, and that maybe this will make you think twice about your next Rome trip. You might think, right, okay, well, I won't go on a weekend. You know, I won't do this, I won't do that, or I'll plan this for a different day, or I'll do this, I'll go on a weekday. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying don't go to Rome. Rome is a fantastic city. It is beautiful. And I would 1000% recommend it. You do go. But if you struggle with big crowds, if you struggle with stuff like that, go in the week. Like, I went to Rome on a weekday last year and it was beautiful. We had a lovely time. Only a couple of hours we were there off a cruise. But we had an amazing time. But now that I've gone on a weekend, I probably wouldn't ever go back to Rome on a weekend because it was just too overwhelming. But yeah, that's just me and my little ramble anyway. I'm glad I went. I did have a good time. I saw some beautiful sights and I ate some really good food. And now I am home and there's only 12 days till the next trip. So I'm actually heading back to Disneyland Paris in 12 days, which I'm so excited for. There is going to be a little My Plans for Disneyland Paris video coming up in a minute. I'm actually about to film it. So if you watch this and then that, yes, I am wearing the same jumper with the exact same hair. Don't judge. But yeah, I'm heading back to Disneyland Paris in 12 days for the start of the Disney Music Festival. I'm there for the very first day, which is so exciting. There is also going to be the opening of the brand new Lego store, and also Deco by Disney, which is the homeware store in Disney Village, which I'm very scared about because I think I'm going to spend all my money in there. But that is a-okay with me. This is going to be a solo trip and I am staying off site, so I will explain all of those things to you as well, all about staying off site at Disneyland Paris, doing a solo trip to Disneyland Paris. Like, it's very daunting. I've done it a few times now, so it's neither here nor there to me, but I know for others it may be terrifying to go solo to Disney. So all of that will be covered in the upcoming vlogs. I am so excited. I'm also having a ship tour of P&O's Iona, which I'm really excited for. So if you don't know already, I am a travel agent alongside my full-time job. So P&O have very kindly invited me out to have a ship tour of Iona, which is actually a week today. So if I can, I will do a vlog for that as well. But if not, I'll put my Instagram on screen. There will be everything covered on my Instagram as well. But I hopefully will be able to do a little vlog for you guys as well. So that is what is coming up on Stace Does Travel. And for now, I'm going to love you and leave you, and I will catch you in the next one.